So basically we're going to be quenching the first one in the water, then we're going to be going back and quenching the second one in the oil, then going to be quenching one in both the oil and back in the fire, then in the water, and then we're going to do the last one in the air.
Well, now that it's become more than a toasty temperature in there, I'm actually going to quickly and efficiently lift this up, and I'm going to take one of these. Sorry, I don't think you can see that. And then I just plunged it in there. Now what that did is basically case hardened it a little bit, which I'll explain.
So basically what is happening with this case hardening process is the structure of the steel is actually changing. The steel usually has a very regular centered structure, but is changed to a structure commonly called austenite. After it gets red hot, we do something called quenching, which is basically dipping it into a cooler substance to cool it rapidly. In our case, we're using water, oil, and air. After the steel is quenched in a quick way, it forms a steel structure called martensite. For a quick quench to form the martensite, a quencher like water is needed because it cools the steel the fastest. After the steel is quenched somewhat slower, like with mostly water, it turns into austenite and pearlite, which in theory is slightly soft. When cooled very slow, like with oil, it forms mostly pearlite, which in theory is very soft compared to the others. I guess we'll see.
Okay, now I'm just going to now dunk my second one in the oil. Now this is dangerous. Not recommending doing this at home. Excuse me. There's a lot of smoke involved in this. Now that's bubbling and it's hardening right now. Okay, basically what I'm going to be doing for the next one is I'm first going to be dunking it in the oil, and I'm going to be reheating it and dunking in the water. This is supposed to create an ultra hard hardening, hopefully anyway. And I just like to note that I'm not getting these nearly hot enough for what they should be. So I'm just gonna take this and get my second oiled one. Okay, so that's bubbling up now. And I'm gonna take this one out too. This one is the final one. And this is what I kind of consider the control. This one is going to just purely air cool, which hopefully it should get cool enough to case harden, or not case harden, or you know. Okay, for this last one, I'm actually just letting it cool just a tiny bit before I dunk it in, because it's not actually supposed to be red hot when you dunk it in the water. I can't actually answer that for you, because that is something that I'm not even sure anyone knows. It's just something that's been around for a while in terms of metallurgy.
Basically, I didn't get the steel hot enough. I'm actually trying to break it right here because it should break, but it didn't quench hard enough. And if it quenched hard enough, it would be brittle and it would break, but I couldn't. Thanks for watching!